Phase 2 of Season of Discovery is very nearly here, and I really want to look at one of my favourite classes, Paladins, and what we have got in our best in slot for Phase 2 in Nomagon. This is, by the way, for Holy, Protection and Retribution, so there is something for everyone. Starting off, I think, with Holy Paladin then, let's see what we've got on our list. So, a bit annoyingly in my mind, we have got quite a lot that is cloth, and I mean, who cares, right? I'm being a bit of a spoilt brat. I just do wish they had have added some more plate gear for us healers. You know, my name is Heavy Heals after all. So going at the top then, I'm going to say take tailoring for the neuro-linked Arcano Filament Monocle. Honestly, if you had heard how many times I've had to say that today, it's ridiculous filming these videos. It's fantastic. It's adding some intellect and stamina. We're going to get a bonus of 22 to our healing. We're going to get 4 mana per 5 seconds. And just as an FYI, a hell of a lot of the gear we're getting in Phase 2 is adding mana per 5 seconds, which is really, really good. You can harness latent energy, blah, blah, blah. TLDR, it's going to reduce the cost of your spells by 50% and also increase your healing done by up to 50 for 12 seconds. Is on a 10-minute cooldown, boohoo for us. On the neck, it's the Pendant of Homecoming. We're starting to see a few more epic items coming in then, most of it still being blue, but some more epics coming in, which is exciting. Pretty straightforward, like a lot of this gear is, increasing healing done by 13 and MP5. Same again on the synthetic mantle. If we click on these, you can see there's no actual source, so we don't know exactly what boss these are dropping from. This is a preliminary guide, meaning then that I am going to do a full BiS and pre-BiS guide for this in a, well, few days, I guess, when the patch comes out, because then I can actually simulate everything and test all of the items, because I've got no life and nothing better to do. Quite frankly, so I can do that for you guys, and I'll get, you know, a really hyper-focused version of this, including pre-BiS as well, along with my usual class guides, so don't miss out on that. Make sure you subscribe. Anyway, on to the Cloak of Invention. Again, same thing. Is this from a random boss? Yes, it is. Then we're going to go on to the chest piece. Now, this is actually part of a free set, and I think we should get all 3 pieces. The good thing about in Phase 2 is that it's the headpiece we're getting from tailoring, not the boots like in Phase 1, and therefore we can get all 3 pieces of the set piece. That was something that really annoyed me in Phase 1 and I wasn't happy about. So this is going to give us another 29 on our healing, 6 mana per 5 seconds. The set bonus itself is giving 14 spirit, another 7 mana per 5 seconds, which is fantastic. And don't forget, you can enchant this with 100 mana as well. We've got the Tinker's Wrist Wraps. As you can see, a lot of this is cloth. Tinker's Wrist Wraps, Tinker's Wrist Wraps on our bracers. Same again. The Gear Mender's Grace. I do like the name on some of these. Again, increasing our healing by up to 20 with a bit of intellect and spirit on there. With the Dielectric Safety Shield in our offhand, increasing healing done by 22 and some more MP5. Going on over to the right-hand side of things then, we've got the Slick Fingerless Gloves. These are leather, and these are more based towards druids, but we are going to use them as a paladin anyway, because they're still really good, with the healing done by 22, 5 intellect, 7 stamina, increasing damage done by nature spells and effects by 14. So, as I said, not the end of the world. Would be nice if it was holy, but there isn't anything, so this is what we're using. Going on to the belt is the Mechmender Sash, pretty straightforward again. Legs and boots is going to be the set pieces that I mentioned before. We are now going to get a unique equip of this hypercharged gear. You can see the conflagration and innovation ones are quite similar. I'm going to say go for the innovation one for healing. Again, we're going to sim all of this when we can. And then just go for the Lawkeeper's Ring, etc. from PvP that you've probably still got from Phase 1. And also keeping from Phase 1 is going to be the Acolyte's Void Pearl, assuming you've done this from BFD. It's the quest from Akumai at the end that drops, increasing healing by 20. There isn't really many trinkets we can get in Phase 2. There is, however, the miniaturized combustion chamber, something everybody needs in their home, I say, which is going to randomly channel between 1 and 150 and 1 to 150 health into 1 to 150 and 1 to 150 mana every 1 second for 10 seconds of a 30-minute cooldown. So if you're like, excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, what I've just said is it's going to actually channel between 1 to 150 health into the equivalent amount, well, I guess it's going to be equivalent, into mana. Transfers health into mana. That's it. And increases our healing effects by 12. There's the Librum of Benediction, reducing the mana cost of your seal spells by 10 in the other slot. The only other one we can do is equipping the Tenets of the Silver Hand, increasing attack power against undead. But I don't think things in Mechanon even though they're rotten to the core and totally irradiated, I don't think they are undead. I think they're humanoids, even though they look, you know, they don't look too good. I'm pretty sure they are still alive. And that's going to be it for Holy. Let's go on to tanking, where we look absolutely ridiculous. So we have actually got some plate gear here, thank God. Otherwise we wouldn't be a very good tank. Going to be blacksmithing then with the main profession. And if you're wondering for Holy, the one I recommend for that is, the other one is enchanting, by the way. So with the blacksmithing, we're going to get the tempered interface interference negating helmet, improving our chance to get a crit by 1%, and we can use that to reduce our movement speed by 20%, but increasing our spell resistance and increasing melee attack speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Again, you know, real good. And we're going to take pretty much blacksmithing by default. On the neck, we've got the Nomagan Peace Officer's Talk, improving our, again, crit chance by a percentage and 16 attack power. Where we've got a lot of MP5, I am seeing a hell of a lot of crit chance and a lot more hit chance, actually, on these more melee and DPS-based specs. Machined alloy shoulder plates on the shoulders, funnily enough. Drape of Dismantling then on the back. You can also get the Blood Drench Cape, giving 1% crit. Again, gonna need to sim this, I think, when the patch comes out. This, again, 1% crit versus the 8 strength, etc. I do think that the dismantling will be better anyway. We're going for the free set of the Hazard Breastplate, increasing defense, attack, and increasing our chance to hit by 1%. Going to get all 3 of those, again, on the chest, legs, and booties. Experimental aim stabilizers. All right, we've got a bit of agility on it, but the main thing is it adds 22 attack power, which is really good. And then we're going to go with the Ardent Custodian in our main hand, increasing defense by 5 on the mace. And then it's the Whirling True Silver Gear Wall, which sounds quite frightening when I read it to you. It increases our chance to block by 1%, has some strength and stamina, as we'd expect. But on a successful block, the whirling razor-sharp gears on this are going to shred everything to bits, basically, and inflict some damage, both to the attacker and the bearer, because, you know, it's flying out everywhere, so that makes sense. It does say on here the rotating edges on the shield are surprisingly sharp, and this seems just as dangerous to the bearer as it is to the attacker. Good lord, I can't believe it. We've got the Grubby Gauntlet, so putting on our hands, improving again a crit strike by 1%. Dark Vision Girdle on our belt, increasing chance to hit, and 24 attack power, which is really, really big. Again, like I said, hazard booties and leg plates. Protector's Band again on the ring. It's going to be the Devastation gear we're going for on the unique equip for that one, with strength, agility, stamina, and some resistances on there as well. They all have resistances. Again, use the Void Pearl, the DPS one for the tank. Gyromatic Experiment 420B is what we're going to be using as a tank for our other trinket. Yes, and I had to look then, I was like, why have we got 3? And I was like, oh yeah, the Librum. So increasing our attack speed by 5%, and you may be able to push this experiment further on a 30-minute cooldown. Don't know what that means, let me know in the comments. I'm a bit perplexed by this. And you get an 18 attack. Again, use the same Librum. Going on to DPS, a few things change, and I am wondering on your opinions on a few of these actually here. So again, we're staying with pretty much most of them, going to the Trog Slayer, Pauldrons, the top 4 are basically the same. I am saying that we should, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong on this, so like I said, I'd like your opinions. Obviously when I can sim it, it would be a lot easier to just say yes or no, but I think we should stick with the breastplate, the Void Touch unique equipped from blacksmithing from phase 1, because although it only gives 12 strength and 5 stamina, whereas the insulated one that is it the insulated one? Electromagnetic. Sorry, this is the one the other option, in my opinion, which would be giving 24 attack power, 26, sorry, on equip, but I'm going with this one, simply because, remember, that when you attack, it can cause a curse on the attack, on the person you're attacking. If you read it carefully, causing the attacker to take additional damage from all sources for 15 seconds. And in a raid, this is massive. And I'm like, yes, we'd get 26 attack power from us, but remember, this is increasing the damage it takes from all sources. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but I'm like, I really want to see how this works in phase 2. So whether this is still going to be BiS or not, I think is yet to be seen. Remember, it does also increase your hit chance by 1%. Some of you might really disagree with me on that one. I think simming is going to be when we're going to find out. Same on the wrists, I think, experimental aim stabilizers. This is the Blood Moon reward for Ret Paladins. Blood Moon is a Stranglethorn PvP event you may be already aware of, and it is fantastic for the rewards. They're really, really amazing. I'm actually quite excited for these. So for Paladins then, it's going to increase our damage done by holy spells for 24, and this is the two-handed sword we're going to be getting. We've still got the same gloves. Massive thing on these I forgot to mention is that when we equip these, it's actually going to go as plus 30 attack power, specifically against mechanical units. Massive in Nomagon, of course. And then again, we're going to go for the other 2 pieces of that set to get the 24 attack power, the electromagnetic on the boots and legs. And again, that's with the chest that I've opted to go at the moment with the epic blacksmithing chest, which you're probably already wearing if you've taken blacksmithing. And if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you're quite into min-maxing, etc. So have you got that breastplate on? So you should already have that, really. Protector's Band, Devastation again on the trinket, on the ring, sorry, and then again Void Pearl, Experiment 420B, it's all the same. And that's it. There are no more specs for a Paladin. We've reached the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really quite intrigued at how this is all going to play out. Of course, like I said, this is preliminary. Things could change. Do I think they will? Not really. But I think with simming, a few details could. If you guys do need anything at all, questions about gear, questions about how to sim, logging, questions about any class, rotations, retail, classic, anything at all, add-ons, UI, you name it, please do just join my Discord where I actually can help you. I have a lot of other knowledgeable players joining. We've actually just hit 2,000 members. So we're quite a big community now, all of Warcraft players, especially in Season of Discovery. And like I said, we're really open to helping people. And if you do need like extra help setting up your UI and add-ons, etc., you can also click that join button down below or join my Patreon, where you can import all of my keybinds, UI, etc., and also get like a one-to-one with me where I'll literally help you set up all your UI and that for you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below, and I will see you in phase 2 of Season of Discovery.